all this stuff that we're gonna
And
be
you
around
should have
each other.
thought about all of those things whenever you
I made a mistake. I
allowed
made
others
mistakes.
as well to attack the person you have
And I'm
4
sorry-
children
and I'm sorry
with.
for that.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I am.
You're the battery in the back. No, you're not.
No.
So,
I'm
yes,
not.
you are.
I don't
Yes,
control
you are.
nobody, but no.
But a lot of the things that are said are things that come from your mouth.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
Talking about when you was calling me
It's
hoes and
not-
bitches, that was a attack.
The relationship between Martell Holt and Melody Holt has been a roller coaster ride for years, filled with public highs and dramatic lows. From being a power couple admired by fans to a broken marriage overshadowed by betrayal, accusations, and endless drama, their journey has captured the attention of many. In the latest twist of this complicated saga, Martell Holt has made some shocking claims that have left fans questioning everything. According to Martell, his ex-wife Melody tried to trap him in their marriage, using their 4th child as a tool to manipulate him. This revelation has set social media on fire, igniting a new wave of debate and speculation. Martell's allegations are not just about the breakdown of their marriage. They involve accusations of manipulation and intentional deception. He recently claimed in an interview that Melody, knowing their marriage was already crumbling, chose to get pregnant with their 4th child to keep him tied to her. This claim of baby trapping is not only a serious accusation, but one that takes their story to a whole new level. To be clear, baby trapping refers to the idea that someone gets pregnant intentionally, with the goal of using a child to secure a partner's commitment or control over them. Martell believes this is exactly what Melody did. According to Martell, things had already fallen apart between them when Melody got pregnant. He insists that he had made it clear to her that he didn't want another child at that point, but she chose to get pregnant anyway. Martell's version of events paints Melody as someone who deliberately used the pregnancy as a way to hold him hostage in a failing relationship. He feels that she used the pregnancy to complicate his relationship with another woman he was seeing at the time. This claim has raised eyebrows because it paints Melody in a manipulative light, especially given how the couple's relationship had already been on shaky ground due to Martell's affair. This is not the first time their relationship has been under public scrutiny. Fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville have watched as Martell and Melody's marriage went from a picture-perfect union to a disaster filled with cheating, lies, and emotional trauma. The show showcased their highs and lows, from building businesses together to raising children, but it also exposed the cracks in their marriage. Those cracks widened when Martell's affair with another woman, Arian Curry, became public knowledge. Martell initially denied the affair, but as rumors continued to swirl, he eventually admitted to it on camera. That moment was a turning point, and it was clear that their relationship could never return to what it once was. For Melody, the emotional toll was significant. She had been a supportive wife and mother, but now she was facing the ultimate betrayal. She had built a life with Martell, supported his business ventures, and raised their children, only to find out that he had been unfaithful for years. Fans watched as Melody struggled to hold everything together while Martell made excuses for his actions. The heartbreak was visible, and many viewers sympathized with Melody, seeing her as the victim in this complicated situation. But as the seasons went on, the public perception of Martell began to shift. Some fans started to understand his perspective. Martell frequently spoke about feeling unheard and neglected in the marriage, claiming that Melody was more focused on her work than on their emotional connection. He argued that he didn't feel supported, which led him to seek comfort outside the marriage. However, many fans felt that Martell's actions were unforgivable. They didn't see how years of cheating and lying could be justified by his emotional neglect. As the drama unfolded, it seemed like the situation couldn't get any worse. But then
It gets on my nerves.
So everybody just heard everything Martell said. Me and Martell said I'm playing the victim.
I wish one day people will see the person that you.
But then came Martell's bombshell. He accused Melody of intentionally getting pregnant with their 4th child to trap him. This was a claim that shocked many as it added a new layer of complexity to their already complicated relationship. Martell's narrative suggested that Melody's pregnancy wasn't about love or family, but rather about gaining control over him. He claimed that she knew their marriage was on the verge of collapse, and yet she chose to get pregnant anyway, using the pregnancy to manipulate him into staying. The timing of the pregnancy is crucial to understanding Martell's allegations. The 4th child was born in 2020, a time when their marriage was already on the rocks. Melody had left Martell at one point due to the affair, but they briefly reconciled before the pregnancy. According to Martell, this was when Melody got pregnant, despite knowing he didn't want more children. It raises the question, did Melody genuinely want to save their marriage, or was she using the pregnancy as a way to secure her place in Martell's life? While some fans might agree with Martell's claims, there are many who believe he's trying to deflect blame. They argue that if he truly didn't want another child, he should have made it clear through his actions, and not just his words. After all, pregnancy requires both partners to be involved. Additionally, Martell continued his affair even after Melody got pregnant, suggesting that his actions didn't align with his words. On the other hand, there are those who believe that Martell's accusations might hold some truth. They point to Melody's strong personality and her often strategic approach to life. Could she have used the pregnancy to regain control over Martell? Perhaps. But even if that were the case, it doesn't change the fact that Martell was unfaithful. First, the real question is whether Martell is being honest about his own role in the breakdown of their marriage, or whether he's just rewriting history to protect his ego. In response to Martell's claims, Melody wasted no time firing back. She took to her Instagram stories to deny the accusations and set the record straight. Melody made it clear that she never needed to trap anyone, and certainly didn't need to trap a man who had already been exposed for years of infidelity. In her words, she had walked away from the marriage multiple times before. She didn't beg Martell to stay. Instead, she gave him chances, but it was always his actions that led them back to square one. Melody was firm in her stance that she would not let Martell paint her as a manipulative person trying to control him. For Melody, this wasn't just about denying an accusation. It was about taking control of the narrative. After years of public scrutiny, cheating scandals, and emotional betrayal, she wanted to remind everyone that she was not the one to blame for the failure of their marriage. In her view, Martell's accusations were nothing more than an attempt to gaslight her and the public, making her look like the villain while conveniently ignoring his own role in the collapse of their relationship. Many of Melody's fans stood by her, agreeing that Martell was trying to rewrite the past and shift the blame. They saw this as another example of Martell deflecting accountability, something he had done repeatedly throughout the course of their marriage. Instead of owning his choices, he was now trying to make Melody the bad guy in a situation where he had already done significant damage. However, not everyone sees the situation in the same light. There are some who think Martell might be telling the truth. They point to the dynamics of their marriage and the way Melody has always been a strategic thinker. Could it be that she used the pregnancy to try and fix things? Perhaps, but even if that were the case, it doesn't excuse Martell's actions. His continued affair after the pregnancy suggests that he was never fully committed to making the marriage work. This latest round of accusations and defenses highlights the toxic dynamics that have plagued their relationship from the beginning. Both Martell and Melody seem stuck in a cycle of accusation and defense, with no clear resolution in sight. The emotional toll of this never-ending drama is real, not just for them, but for their children as well. Their kids are growing up watching their parents' relationship play out in the public eye, and it's unclear what kind of impact this will have on them in the long run. For fans, the drama has become something of a spectacle, with many people taking sides and offering their opinions. Some feel that Martell is simply trying to rebuild his image at the expense of Melody, while others believe that Melody may not be as innocent as she claims. Regardless of who's right, one thing is clear: the situation is far from over. As Martell and Melody continue to navigate their post-marriage lives, the drama is sure to continue, especially with the public eye constantly on them.